Welcome back to my channel, Night Riders. This is your girl, Midnight Star, and I'm back for a quick reaction video. I'm going to switch it up today a little bit. We're going to talk about Liv's life, okay? This bitch is in the hot seat, and it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Liv been acting an ass for years, and now she's sitting at the fucking gas station with the baby in that truck. It's cold as a bitch because you can see she got on a coat, and she want people to feel sorry for her. She just sitting there, running a video, not saying anything. She's setting the mood for a whole bunch of bullshit ass lies. And she want everybody to feel sorry for her. She trying to say Gerard won't let her see the kids. He won't tell her where Christian play his little games at. She don't know anything. The child got a bald spot. Robin got a little bald spot in her head from the braids. Oh, she about to feed us a whole bunch of bullshit. And to add insult to injury, the bitch gonna sit up on here and pretend to cry. Not nan tear drops from her fucking eyes. I don't feel sorry for this bitch, because if she was so concerned about them kids, her ass would have left Florida the minute the judge gave them kids to Gerard. Because for me, ain't no fucking way that my kid gonna be in another state, and it's my fault that they got taken. And they gone with their father. It ain't like they in a foster home. It ain't like they with other foster parents. They're with their father. So the minute she lost custody, this bitch should have been planning to move out of Florida, to move to Texas to be close to her kids. So she want to get on camera and pretend like, oh, I just love my kids. He won't let me see my kids. I don't know what I'm going to do. Cool, bro, cool. If you don't want me to see my kids, I'll just wait. It's my weekend. Bitch, please, don't nobody feel sorry for your motherfucking ass. You should have been in Texas. You should have been down there. You was parlaying down there in Florida, having you a good ass time. Just yesterday, you was gyrating and dropping it like it's hot on YouTube, Instagram. And then just today, you on your, babe, come here, babe. You got some nigga in your apartment. That boy don't want his fucking kids around some random ass nigga yet again. Please, bitch, you need to grow up. I'm not saying you don't love your kids, but you want a whole bunch of bullshit all the time, 24/7, 365. Because if you were the mother that you pretend to be, you wouldn't have let a whole fucking year go by without you going to Texas to be with your kids. And let's say you couldn't afford to go every weekend, which I know is expensive. Your fucking ass didn't even try. You didn't even try. You went one time, maybe two, pushing it. But now you want to sit your fucking ass in this car and act like this man done done something to you. This man ain't done nothing to your fucking ass. You're playing games. Not one tear came from your eye. You just want sympathy. You want everybody to feel sorry for you. But I'm here to tell you, bitch, 10 toes down, I don't feel sorry for your motherfucking ass. Because you should have been there for them kids. I know you couldn't have flew back and forth from Florida to Texas, from Texas to Florida, but your ass should have been making provisions to move. But instead, you know what you were doing? You were entertaining niggas, getting drunk, getting high, whatever the fuck you call yourself doing, gyrating, throwing your ass all on Instagram, all on YouTube, arguing with Chrissy, arguing with me, arguing with all these fucking people online, when your fucking ass should have been focused on doing what you need to do to get your kids back. But instead, you all online arguing and talking down on folks. 1 minute you crying, next minute you say, I just believe that my Lord would come down and save me, and he's gonna protect me from all the unknown, like somebody done something to you. Bitch, you're evil, you're nasty, and you don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself. So you can sit your big pumpkin head ass in that cold ass truck with that baby looking like a jackass when you know that you have been doing wrong. You know, Liv, that you have been doing wrong. Go ahead with this bullshit, Liv. Ain't nobody buying it. You ain't seen them kids because you're doing wrong. Everybody else knows where the boy play ball at except you. Girl, bye. You on some bullshit. You ain't seen your kids in 2 weeks. Why? Gerard legally can't keep those kids from you because you have a court order. So what's the excuse why you ain't seen your kids? The real excuse.
I don't do nothing. I don't say nothing to that person. I don't bother that person. I don't care to bother that person.
Now, bitch, you need to stop lying. You be all online talking about Antonisha. You still call the bitch the help, the maid, and all that other bullshit. So stop getting on here acting like you so innocent. And everybody know you're not. Olivia, ain't nobody buying this bullshit. If you really want to see your kids, your ass would have been in Texas way before now. Now you all upset because you claim you can't see your kids. Girl, let me tell you something. Only death will keep me from mine. I don't give a fuck who they go to, where they go to, when they go to. If I was like you, a fucking deadbeat ass, bitch ass mother, only death would keep me from my kids. 10 toes down. Everybody can see this fucking fake, Olivia. You're pretending to be upset. You sign and carrying on. Bitch, we see right through it. We see right through your games. You've been doing this shit long enough. You were fine when you was on this internet fucking talking about this man like a dog, talking about his mama like a dog, talking about his family like a dog. Instead of you focusing on the issue at hand, and that's them kids, you got on this bitch and you drug all of them. So now you sitting at the fucking gas station in the cold with a baby. That baby probably more about 5 or 6 months old, maybe 7. The point is, he ready to go. He whining, he ready to go. And I'm telling you how fucking long you been sitting out there. Olivia, I don't believe Gerard keeping you from them kids. Now, is that motherfucker a saint? Hell fucking no. I believe he put you through something. But one thing I know about you, Olivia, just like we all know, you claim that you drove to the airport 40 minutes and you sat there an hour waiting on him. If that's what the fuck you did, you would have recorded that. Because you're going to want everybody to know that you went to get your kids and he wasn't there. That's why we don't fucking believe you. Because everything that has to do with Gerard, your fucking ass put it on camera. Like now. You on camera trying to make us think and pretending to cry. Look at this bitch. Pretending to cry. It ain't working, Pooh. It ain't working. So you might as well start up that gas guzzler. Back your ass up from that gas station before that fucking tank blow up with all that fucking hot air you spitting out. And go the fuck home. Because don't nobody believe you. You are fucking lying for sympathy. Always getting close to the holidays. Don't nobody believe your bullshit. So you want something. Go ahead and ask for what you want, Liv. You ain't got to get on here pretending to cry, pretending like something happened. You ain't got to do that. You got 96,000 subscribers. You got 96,000 people that probably send you anything you want. So you ain't got to get on here pretending to cry, not one fucking tear fell from your eyes. Not one. You ain't got to do all this, boo. Don't nobody believe that boy ain't let you see your kids. Don't nobody believe you drove 40 minutes to the place, 40 minutes back, and you ain't record shit. And let nobody know that, see what I mean? He did not show up with my kids. Bitch, we don't believe you. We don't believe you. If you care so much, you'll be trying to get along with them. If you care so much and you know that Anthony should live in the house with your children, and she ain't going nowhere, clearly. So you need to come on over and y'all need to work this out. Not just you and Gerard, because Gerard plays a part of this bullshit too. He ain't all that fucking innocent like everybody think he is. But one thing I do know, he didn't take your kids from you. You didn't play by the rules. You didn't fucking send them kids to school. You didn't comb their hair. Well, at least you fed them. You did more than your old girlfriend over there, that fucking Jasmine. But Olivia, the difference between y'all is you don't have your kids. The bitch got hers, and she the one don't need them. She the one don't fucking need no kids. But your ass sitting at the gas station, bitch, you better hurry up and back that fucking truck up. Because you don't want that fucking truck to explode at that gas tank when you spitting out all these fucking lies to that baby in the car. Think about that.
Their feelings don't matter, right? Yeah, okay. I'm so over this, you guys.
Bitch, you can stop all that huffing and puffing. You're not crying, Olivia. It's not believable. Nothing that you're doing is believable. And you know why you're doing this bullshit out there in that parking lot? Because you know you can't go home with Stella with this bullshit. Because Stella gonna be walking around the house like, here we go with this bullshit again. Always something. Always something going on. Back your ass up and go home. Stop pretending to cry. And stop blowing your nose and wiping your face with the same fucking nasty ass brown paper towel. Nasty. That's nasty as shit, Olivia. Just nasty. We don't see no tears, boo. We don't see no tears. I'm not saying you don't love them kids, because I believe you love your children. But you have to love them enough to sacrifice. And you made no sacrifices. The only reason you moved to Texas was to try to prove a point to Gerard.
I get that shit.
Because he kept saying, you don't want your kids, you don't come see them, you don't do what you're supposed to do, and bitch, pay your child support. That's one way you can show love, that you care for them. You ain't paying him, you're not paying Antonisha, you're helping take care of your kids. You behind all them thousands of dollars on child support. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun, because at one point, you had them kids, Olivia. You wouldn't take them kids to see Gerard. He would fly to Florida for his weekend with the kids. You wouldn't show up. If you did, the kids wasn't dressed. They wasn't groomed. And then you wouldn't send nothing with them. Olivia, you played game after game after game after game. You are the cause of all of this. This is your fault. You should have sent them fucking kids to school. So you can sit up here and you can say whatever you want to say. You can put all of this shit on Gerard. It's that motherfucker saying, hell fucking no.
It's my weekend,
But
bro.
you would have had your kids had you have done the responsible thing. So stop sitting in that fucking car trying to lie that he won't let you see your kids. Go to the courts. If y'all have a court order and you know your weekends to get them kids, then you take his motherfucking ass to court and say he's violated that court order. You don't need money to do that. You don't need money to do that. It's because your shit ain't right. Because your shit ain't right, you can't even go and do what you need to do to fight for your kids. And stop wiping your fucking face with that same shit you blow your nose with. Your ass gonna have eye fungus and everything else. Come on now.
I can't know.
Go, Olivia.
Nothing at all cool.
Go home, boo.
I can't.
Ain't nobody buying this.
Pick them up at school.
Ain't nobody buying it.
But
because like I said, only death will keep me from mine. Only death. No man on this earth will keep me from my kids. And that's on what? That's on per. So when you think about going online, dropping it like it's hot in some see-through spandex shorts, or when you online trying to get somebody fellatio, talking about this my person, I love this person. Before you get online hollering and cussing and screaming at somebody, talking down on somebody because y'all beefing, before you get online with all that bullshit, you need to think about the main thing that you need to be taken care of. And that's continuing to fight for your children, continuing to build a relationship with them so that you can show the courts that you are fit to have your kids in your custody. Because one thing I've learned about the court system, they're not going to just take children from their mothers like that.
I was about to start dinner.
The court wants to see the children with their mothers.
But I took all this
So clearly, whatever you done, it goes beyond not sending them kids to school. Or let me rephrase that. Whatever you didn't do goes beyond you not sending them kids to school.
But you know, I had a whole
Olivia, stop all of this. This is shameful. It really is. Take that baby home. It's cold out there. Take him home. Get your ass off this camera pretending to cry. Ain't nobody buying this shit. Go home. Pray. Strategize on what you need to do. Stop focusing on Gerard. You need to focus on yourself, because that's the biggest problem. Because you still have feelings for him, which I understand, Olivia. I really do. And because of those feelings, that's why you're reacting the way that you are. Stop saying you don't talk about him, because you do all the time. Stop saying what you don't do, because you're on camera, so we all see you doing it. And we all hear you doing it. Focus on getting your children back. Focus on that. Focus on being a better parent to little Angel over there. Focus on that. Whatever nigga you got laying up in your house with your mama in there, you might want to rethink that. So if you didn't get your kids this weekend, it's because Gerard seen the same video we did.
So let him come
babe, come here, babe. You didn't want us to see him, but you wanted us to get a visual of his silhouette, because that's what we see. To let us know you got a whole nigga in your house. You ain't been in Florida but a hot ass minute. So it must have met him on POL, or dating.com, or wherever the fuck y'all go on there to meet men. Because there's no way you knew him. And I know it's not Zolo, because the bitch was online just yesterday talking about you like a dog. Talking about he gonna get a DNA test and all that. So bitch, you got bigger fish to fry.
Even
but
like,
in the meantime, and in between time,
I don't know how you
can only focus on one thing at a time. And your main focus need to be like Robin, Ryan, and Christian.
Up,
being a better mother, getting yourself fixed. So when you go back to court, the judge can see that you have done all that you need to do to get those babies back. Gerard don't want to keep them kids from you. He don't. He wants his children to be with their mother, because he knows that they love you. He know they love him, but he knows that they love you. And they probably would rather be with you, because you're who they've been with consistently until this time. But Gerard has always been there. He's always been there to take care of his kids. Like I say, the motherfucker ain't no saint. He has done his dirt, but that's y'all personal business. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the children. And Olivia, you must admit, that motherfucker take damn good care of them kids. He take damn good care of them kids. And those kids are happy with him. So when they do come to your house, do not put them fucking kids in a position where they feel like they have to choose between you and Antonisha. Because there's not a choosing between you and Gerard, because both of y'all are their parents. But don't sit there and make your kids feel uncomfortable. You talking about them. Then they got to go back home, because that's where they live, in the house with her and Gerard. And they halfway want to listen. Because, kids will do that, Kids will do that. If you at home and you get them, you talk about Gerard, or especially you talk about Antonisha. And then Robin, she's older, so she'll go home. She'll start acting funny.
Telling him, let me pick him up from school.
Christian and the baby wouldn't know either way, but Robin would, because she don't want to betray you.
Okay,
so
fine.
Be an adult about this thing. Y'all all need to come together for the sake of those 3 kids.
In your mind, you thought, hey,
you're the one that's not a team player, Olivia.
I'm not coming to the airport tonight, so she doesn't waste 40 minutes and 40 minutes back.
You're the one that's not a team player.
But you want to get on the phone and you want to lecture me about my friends and YouTube, and you want to counsel me, bro. I don't need your counseling. I don't need your help. I don't need shit from you.
And get your shit together.
But for you to drop my kids off when you're supposed to.
If you're listening,
I didn't ask you your opinion on my YouTube career. I don't care,
clearly,
bro.
Olivia has lost touch with reality.
I don't tell you how to pour concrete. Don't tell me what the fuck I do on the internet. This is my space.
One minute you could be crying. The next minute you could be gyrating. The next minute you could be on your arguing and cussing, calling people all kind of bitches and dogs and
nerve, bro.
And the next minute you praying to God. The fuck?
To try to tell me something
wrong with her
about what I do
she don't see
in my life.
No fault in the shit that she do. She sees no fault.
But you ain't bringing my kids to me.
I don't even understand.
But you want to call me back and tell me some shit about
to do the shit that she does.
YouTube.
All of my time and energy will be focused on Robin, Christian, Ryan,
and I'm just sitting there crying. Like,
all of my time will be focused on that. Especially the ones that are gone. Think about it, Olivia. Think about it. Get your ass off this internet.
Okay, baby. Okay. All right. I have to go. I gotta go. Okay, Papa. Okay.